What's going on, everybody? My name is Bob from Aesthetic Imprints, and I run a custom apparel screen printing and embroidery company all out of my parents' basement. And today in this video, I'm taking you guys along with me in screen printing from start to finish. And today we're actually going to be screen printing on streetwear style t-shirts that are oversized and heavyweight. So without further ado, let's go start making those screens. Alright, and now that we got our film positives printed, this is basically what I'm going to use to burn the screens onto the exposure unit. And my screens are right here, so let's go ahead and grab those screens. And now it comes down to choosing the right screen for the right job. I know this can be tricky, especially when you're first starting out, understanding what mesh counts to use for the print job that you're about to do. In reality, to keep things simple, as easy as it gets, the higher the mesh count, the more details in your design. The lower the mesh count, the less details in your design. So if you're printing just words or something and it's just spot colors, you'll be cool with a 110 mesh, 156 mesh. But when you got more details in that design, you want to use a higher mesh count, like 230 mesh or up to 300 mesh, whatever you want to use. But in this case, I got a 3-color screen print right here. This is going to be the white underbase. So for the white underbase, as you can see, there's not a lot of details. It's just a spot color print. So for this, I'm going to use 156. Now for the second color, it's the same thing. Not a lot of details, but there's halftones inside here. What halftones are tiny dots to make up gradients. So in this case, for those and this one, they both have halftones. So I'm going to use a 230 mesh for those. So now I'm just going to use my grid right here and line up all the screens. What I first do is just attach tape to all 4 corners. So when I lay the screen down, it just adheres right onto the screen exactly where I want it. And this grid helps me put it in the same exact spot every time. So I line it up to this center mark right here. Make sure it's straight. Grab my screen, line it up to the corners, and then drop it. Just make sure the tape and everything adheres. And you flip it over and boom, just make sure it's flat. I'll basically just grab the screen, take it here to the exposure unit, which is basically just a bunch of lights that's gonna blast this design with lights. There you go. Boom. I have a pretty quick exposure time. My exposure time is only 20 seconds. So what this is doing is basically blasting that screen with light. And what the green emulsion around the screen is, it's a light sensitive emulsion. So whatever the black design blocks out, everything around it hardens, but the black design stays soft. In other words, you can go and wash it out with a pressure washer or a hose and it'll just wash out. Let me show you how. Let's go to the washroom. And welcome to the washroom. Here's where the sink is. Just set our screen down right there, and now I'm just gonna basically rinse the screen with water. Now I don't know if the camera is showing that, but you see how just by me rinsing the screen with water, the design is slowly starting to appear. So I'm gonna do the same thing, front and back. I'm going to let it sit for a couple seconds just to let the water do its magic and weaken up that emulsion where the black design was. Now I just blast it with water. And just like that, the screen opens up and now our screen is made. Now we just let it dry. Alright everybody, now while those screens dry, we gotta mix up a custom Pantone color. In this case, we gotta mix up a brown color. It's gonna be 7588 C. So we got our formula right here to mix that up. So let's start cooking that up. Now what we do is find 7588 in the Pantone book. There it is right there. And as you can see, that's a pretty spot on match to this one. 7588C. We got our color mix, so this is actually, boom. Now we got it labeled 7588C brown is all made. Now let's go ahead and start registering those screens onto the press. And now that we got the ink mixed up, we got the screens all dry now as well. So I'm just gonna load it up onto the press. That's screen 1, screen 2, oh, screen 3. And of course, we also had our neck tags that you guys saw me expose. And then the back design. So now let's register this all up onto the press. Now what I like to do is place my transparency sheet right here and then register all 3 of the screens to this design so I can get the multicolor registration in place. Alright, now that we got the screens registered, now we got to go ahead and add adhesive to our palette so that the shirts stick to the palette and don't lift up when we go to print. So let's do that. Now let's go ahead and grab our inks and throw it onto the screen and do a test print. Make sure everything is in registration and everything's good to go. So let's do that. And we can't forget the squeegee. Now I'm just going to do a bunch of test prints to make sure everything is in registration and make minor tweaks if needed. Beautiful. Send that under the flash. Now we're going to do a print flash print. And that's a nice bright white. Now a little quick tip I like to use is vinyl transfer tape. It's clear vinyl transfer tape. Link in the description if you want to purchase it. It's just on Amazon, nothing special. I like to lay this on here, especially for those multicolored prints. This is good because let's say I printed this on the t-shirt and the registration was off. Now I got to ruin another t-shirt and try to get the registration right. Whereas this, I lay the ink right on top of this, and if the registration is wrong, I just wipe that puppy off and redo it. So let me show you. So right now, my registration looks pretty good, but you never know until you go to print it. So right now it seems like it's off to the left a little bit, so I'm gonna adjust that, knock that back into place. And now let's do a print. Boom. As you can see, me adjusting it just a little bit. I saw the registration is literally perfect on this, and we don't need to adjust that. So all I do is take a t-shirt, literally wipe that off. As you can see, this way you're not ruining t-shirts, because you could just keep using this until you get the registration right. Link in the description if you want it. It's on Amazon. Nothing special. Same thing with this. This looks like it's in the left a little bit as well. So I'm gonna just fix that. Boom. Should be good. Let's see. Perfect. Ooh, this print is about to be fire. Now, same thing. If my prints weren't right, all I do is just wipe it off and just redo it on here until I get it right. All right, everybody, just like that, we got the test print right here done. As you can see, it turned out beautiful. The black, as you can see, is just a hair bit to the left too much, so I'm gonna adjust that and move it right back to the right so it covers that white. But other than that, the brown, the black shadows to give it that 3D chrome effect is looking beautiful. The stretch test, we always do a stretch test to make sure the shirts aren't cracking so they last through the wash. And as you can see, durability is key. Nothing's cracking, nothing's peeling. Let's begin full production. Just like that, we got the shirts all done. Of course, we did the neck tags as well. I don't know if I recorded the white shirts, but I can't even talk. As you can see, we got the white shirts right there too. Let me show you. Here is the oatmeal colored shirt. As you can see, we even did the custom neck tag, which turned out fire. Screen printed. The white is even more clean. As you can see, we did the gray neck tag for that one. I tried to do the gray on here. It didn't show up the best, so I had to wash out the screen and do white for this. But the extra effort went a long way. And of course, we're doing freeload goodie. And we also have these to do. These are actually Rue Porter t-shirts. Now these are quality for sure. And then the Rue Porter joggers. This is quality material. This is quality material as well. What I'm gonna do is just go ahead and pack these up, box it up, and get it shipped out today, because I want it to leave today so it gets to the client ASAP, because he has a pop-up, so it's very important that these get to him. He's actually located in Atlanta. If you need custom apparel and you're not located near me, I'm based out of Maryland, but if you're not located near me, that's no issue, because I'm as close as to your doorstep, because we can ship the box right to your doorstep. Build with us. I'm gonna go ship this. And that's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to take you guys along with me and start to finish in the entire screen printing process and getting an order done, because I know as a customer, when you're trying to get screen printed goods done, you don't really understand screen printing, or some of you might not even know what screen printing is. And this video is dedicated to you all to understand the screen printing process more, because you got to know exactly what you're investing in. So this is just a little tad bit version of me trying to explain to you guys what goes into screen printing. As you can see, there is a ton of steps from getting the screen made, mixing the inks, getting the multicolor registration done, and actually screen printing the goods as well. But in this video, I took you guys along with me and everything turned out fire. Let me know down in the comment section if this video does help you guys, because I really put a lot of time into this video and I hope it really helped you all. Other than that, I want to thank you guys on here for the first time that I reached 10K subscribers, and I could not have done it without all of you guys showing love, engaging down in the comment section, sharing the videos, whatever you do. I really appreciate it, and I thank you for the love. And I'm going to keep posting content and getting these videos up for you guys. But I have been working on something cool behind the scenes lately. There's some good news coming, and you'll hear about it in the next video or two. So I highly recommend you guys turn on the notification bell, look out for the next couple of videos, because there's something exciting happening behind the scenes, and I'm excited to share it with y'all and take y'all along with me in the whole process. Anyways, if you guys want to get custom apparel made, go ahead and reach out to me at Aesthetic Imprints on Instagram, and use the links in the description to do whatever you got to do. But if you want to just see behind the scenes and what I'm working on, follow my company Instagram page at Aesthetic Imprints, and I also have a personal brand page, which is Bob Productions. I'll be posting content on there soon as well. So if you want to stay up to date with me, check me out on there. Other than that, always remember, no grind, no glory, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for 10K again. Peace.